All right, everyone. Nathaniel here. I was. Look, when the information about DizneyGirrl came out, I spent a lot of time thinking about it, and I was hurt that he was actually, well, try to cheat on Kayla with like that. Like, there's also the girl Coco Bo. That's Jessica. There's the girl like Kimi Coco Bop. You're a cutie, but that's before Kayla, and it's actually like 9/19, so that's actually it's not after Kayla. 9/19/07. I thought it was after Kayla. I'm sorry, I was away. Lauren, hi cutie. I thought this was before. I thought this was before they met Lauren Armstrong. Okay, I'm back. Hope you don't mind if I eat the chicken pot pie. I thought this was before. Something's not quite right here. I really thought this was before he talked to Kayla, but apparently not. At 9:22. That's 9/19. I really thought this happened before. So 9/19, 7:47. Where would that be? 9/19, 7 p.m. 9. That's a long day. I didn't remember it was so long. So that would be here. Here we would be chatting with Kimi. So that discussion here would go like here. Where is it? No, I don't see it. Okay, if you see, it does fit, because now he talks to her, and that's kind of shocking. I thought it happened like a few days before he met Kayla, but no. And he ends talking. He'd start talking at 7:54, and I guess he was like, "Oh, cool, Kayla is not online, but I need to talk to a young girl so I can show my penis to her." So that's why he began that chat line with her. And then he says, you must be away again, laugh out loud. And now he says to Kayla, I'm here whenever you come online, precious. And one quick observation. We know he chat with two other perverted just as decoy. But that's only the decoy, you know. That's only the decoy that we know. Maybe he chat with some real kids. Well, probably chat with the real kids. Chances are that he didn't just chat 3 random kids. He probably chat dozens. And many of them probably were real children. That's really a scary thought. This guy is a maniac. It's not like he suddenly started to talk to Kayla one night and he became only about her. You know, he just talked to her, and it's not like Kayla was his first. Well, he was talking to some kids before Kayla, I'm sure, and he was talking to some kids when he was talking with Kayla. Hang on a sec, I need a drink. I thought it was before Kayla because I think Shaman says that in the video. But no, he did try to cheat on Kayla twice. Hope you don't mind if I eat a chicken pot pie while we talk. Like, first, she doesn't even see her camera. Second, no, she's not gonna mind. This is a weak attempt to get her to reply. I'm guessing that Kimi Coco Bop just checked the name he had in the database, and she saw, oh, he's already talking with someone, so she stopped replying. Clever girl. So that's the first time. The second time is DizneyGirrl. To go back to my topic, that's a secret here. To go back to my topic about DizneyGirrl, I did not feel good when that came out. Like the fact that he called her a little princess, I really didn't like that. It comes a bit later, and I was a bit like Shaman. I know Shaman took it really badly, and Shaman had to take a long break from the Lornography. He had to like go away. 12:18 p.m. Hold on, where is it? 12:18 p.m. I'm gonna get it. Long day. So that's around. Wait a minute. That's the beginning of the day. 12:18 p.m. That's the beginning of the day. Sorry about that, but it's somewhere around here. This is where DizneyGirrl. I think it's a dashboard like that. And if you look at what he says, I want to talk about one thing that helped me accept what he said. He calls her princess. Shaman was hurt by the fact that, we thought that Lorne really loved Kayla. And we thought he was in love with his precious little princess baby girl. One thing that made it easier for me to accept the fact, if you search in the Lornography before that date, which is the last time that we know that he hit another kid, maybe he hit on others after, but we don't know because those were not perverted justice decoys, maybe. But if you look before that, he never said, I love you. The first time he tells Kayla love is right after talking with DizneyGirrl. The next line he's going to say, hi, my precious princess, this is not good. I think I'm falling in love with you. And this is the first time he mentions love to her. He did not mention it before. Before it was a chat, but more like informal. It wasn't purely about love. And after DizneyGirrl, and I said DizneyGirrl was his plan B. If Kayla stopped talking to him, he would go on DizneyGirrl, and that's where he would get his stimulation from. Then he says, I think I might be in love with you, precious. That's not good. And if you look after, he talks about, do you know what it is to be in love? So that's a bit like a Disney world. Like, do you know what it is to be in love with someone? Like in a movie, like for kids. That's why it's not good for me to be in love with you right now and stuck, because I think I'm in love with you. To be in love with someone means you do anything for them, anything to make them happy. That is, within a reasonable situation, you would die for that person. Now he says that, and he looks like a desperate romantic there, like, I would die for that person. But that's Lorne's vision of love, basically. But eventually he's gonna say, I love you, and I love you, Kayla. That's the first time he says it. Like, imagine the romanticism of it. Like, if I'm in love with you, I think I'm falling in love with you. Being in love, man, I would do anything for you to make you happy within a reasonable circumstances. I would die for you, Kayla. And then they talk, and he's like, I love you, Kayla. And that's the first time he says, I love you, Kayla. And that's after. If he had chat with DizneyGirrl here, if there were like the DizneyGirrl stuff here, that would really suck. But no. Once he says that to Kayla, he doesn't cheat on her. At least not that we know of. We cheat before proclaiming his love for her. If you don't believe me, look at before that. That's 28. You would love him so much. And he explain what love's here now. Blah, love. You know what it is to be in love. Love. Not good. You know what it is to be in love. I be in love. And that's the DizneyGirrl. And if you look before that, every time he talks about love, it's, I love your cute face. I love spending time with you, my precious princess. I know I would love to. Want me to use my thing on you instead of just my finger? I know I would love to. So he's talking about sex. I really love your voice. I love your voice. You would love it too, meaning being naked. You forgot to say you love seeing me naked. I still love to be right there with you right now. I love spending time with you. I love them a lot, speaking about his cat. I love you're innocent. Yeah, I love because you love shopping. So before the DizneyGirrl disaster, again we can call it like that, Lorne never said I love you. The first time he's going to say I love you is right after trying to cheat on her. So that made the pill a bit easier to swallow, because it's not like he says, I love you, I'm going to be with you forever, and then he went to try to cheat on her. He did that before. And Sam mentioned maybe he was trying to make sure that he loved her. He was testing himself to see if he really loved her. Good point. I personally think that he realized that, he had been fishing for a couple of days, and the only real fish he thought he caught, was Kayla. So after trying a few more girls like DizneyGirrl and Coco Bop, he said, well, this is not working. I can't do it. So I'm going to focus all my energy on Kayla and just get her. That's what I think happened. So when you mention love, the fact that Lawrence loved Kayla, again, if he had cheated, let's say DizneyGirrl happened here, that would be horrible, much more horrible. I think once he decides that he's in love with her, he's going to focus on her entirely. One last point, when he tries to cheat on her, you know, Lauren did not have a job at that point. He did not have the job. Well, he did have the job working like for the fireman benefit, whatever, if you can call that a job, but it was evening, so what did he do all day? He stayed home. And Kayla was supposedly at school, so he had nothing to do. And maybe to get out of his boredom, he started hitting on kids. You know, like here, you know, he's like, good morning, my precious. I miss my baby girl. I'm getting the shower. Okay, precious, I'm out of the shower now. And she doesn't reply for at least like a while. She replies at 5 p.m. So maybe he says, well, I'm bored. I'm going to hit another girl. And the same for Coco Bop. If you watch what happened, Kimi, Coco Bop. And I did Google her. That screen name is quite common, unfortunately. 9:19, 7:45 p.m. 9:19, 7:44 p.m. Good morning, my precious. And now you see that she's not online, so there he goes to go, and there he goes for Coco Bop here. Again, maybe he was bored alone at home, in his home. He says, I need to chat with a kid. Any kid will do. And that's why he tried to hit on the random kids in the chat room. So that's it. All I wanted to say. I'm really glad that it's not, again, if he said, I love you, Kayla, you're my precious little baby girl, I want to marry you. If he had said that and then it on DizneyGirrl, it would have been so much more hurtful. But the fact that he says, I love you for the first time to her after the DizneyGirl, it kind of saves the essential part. Like the love, the pure love for his precious little princess. Like, he does not truly cheat on her, because up until that point, they had been like chatting and they're close, but they're not really lovers. They became lover when Lauren said, after 3 days of chatting with her, he says, I love you, Kayla. And that's where really the relationship starts, meaning they're lovers, they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and he's going to marry her and spend the rest of his life with her. That's really the point where the relationship of love begins. Before that, it's mostly getting to know and getting sexual gratification. So that made the whole scenario a bit more easier to accept. A bit easier to accept the fact, really, again, that he does not betray. I absolutely believe that Lauren did not betray the love he had for Kayla. And because I'll be honest, when I read about DizneyGirrl, I was shocked. And really sad, really depressed. I was feeling wrong. Then you study the details of it. You know, about him being bored, about him fishing around, about him falling in love with Kayla, and it's not too bad. Let's say you're dating someone that you met, and while you're dating, you go to a bar and you chat up a girl. It's not so bad. When you're in a couple, in a relationship, now it's bad. You know, if you're in a relationship with someone and you go out to hit on girls, that's bad. But the fact, again, it happened before he says he loves her. That's a critical aspect of it, I believe. Thanks for watching and have a good night.